So they're on 846 then, right? So it ends up on 14.
Well, they're on 898.
That's right.
We gotta go 846.
6 off, and then this comes off of that. Yeah, so they're on 898. So it ends up back on 345.
Hey, welcome to T4 Adventures. Man, we got a great adventure today. Beautiful, I mean, just gorgeous scenery out here in Colorado near South Fork. And so this venture today is me and my buddy of mine, Alan. We are basically on a search and rescue mission for two of our own on dirt bikes. And the two culprits are Steve-O and Mr. Jackson on my KTMs. So we didn't really study these maps in great detail. We just kind of looked over them and kind of been out in that area just a little bit the previous day. So we didn't think really, too much about it as they started off on this trail. And I mean, just immediately as they set off on this trail, it was already going wrong, and we didn't know anything about it going wrong until like 45 minutes to an hour later. So originally, Steve wanted to try out the dirt bike, down a trail. This was kind of a single track trail here. And so we're like, okay, it looks like it's going to be, 3 to 4 mile long trail. It's going to be some rough terrain. We're thinking maybe 30, 35 minutes at the max. Just them zipping down a trail and coming back. And then I was going to take over and ride with Mr. Jackson and check out this trail as well on my dirt bike. So 45 minutes into it, we're getting a little worried, and we start coming up with a plan, because about this time it's an hour into it and no sign of them. They they do not have their cell phones with them. They didn't have anywhere to put them on the bike. So we had their phones, so they had no way of communicating with us, and vice versa. We started looking at the map, and Alan and I were like, well, we're just gonna have to set off down this trail that they went down, and hopefully at some point we run into them. We're thinking maybe one of them wrecked, or maybe a bear encounter. We're not sure, or they just got down off of a different trail. We just at this point we just don't really know what's going on. You hear them? Okay. We can turn around and go get them.
The trail's right down there on the left.
Okay, cool. Let's turn around and go get them.
All right.
There, and pull up here, back up, and you go that way.
All right. Let's get.
Hop in. Suppose I didn't take off.
Nope, I hear him.
Oh yeah, I hear him now. Okay. Well, I wonder where that trail ends up.
Now I'm understanding this a little better.
Yeah, I think you got a better beat on it than I do. I looked at it for about 10 minutes this morning.
So 898 here. So they're on 846 then, right? So it ends up on 14.
Well, they're on 898. I mean, we had
Oh,
to go,
that's right.
We got to go 846.
6 off, and then this comes off of that. Yeah, so they're on 898. So it ends up back on 345.
And then
can continue on, it looks like.
So if we go down 946, if they follow us to the where they split off, where do we go? We're
846 or?
Yeah, is that what we're on? 846?
Yeah, 846 is what they rode, yeah.
Okay, so that goes to 14. We can take 14.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I did that again. 898 is what they rode, so 846 is what we started walking down.
Okay, yeah, they're going to follow us to down 846. They're going to go that one, do the single track, and they'll hit that. We'll hit 14, we'll go left, and we can meet them right here.
Okay.
That's what I was wanting to do originally.
Okay. Yep.
Now I got it figured out.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully they didn't jump on one of those. Okay, so this trail that they set out on, it's a 50-inch wide trail, and there's not really a sign on the end where we started from, but at the other end of this trail, there's a big sign saying no side-by-sides. Now, there are side-by-sides that are 50-inch wide, trail rated. Mine is not one of them. Mine is 60 inches wide. So as we set off on this trail, at the very beginning of this trail, there are a big boulder and a log or something, two items right there kind of keeping you from being able to go down this trail if you're too big. But so it's a 50-inch wide trail. We're in a 60-inch wide machine. We barely fit through the entrance. So I'm like, well, we'll just keep going until we physically can't get this machine down this trail. And luckily for us, we were able to make it. I mean, it was real tight in some places with tree limbs and branches. I mean, there was times where it's just literally a half an inch from the tire hitting a big jagged rock, you know, or a log. There's a reason why they don't want 60-inch machines down that 50-inch trail. But we had no choice. We had to kind of follow where they went to try to find these guys. So to make a long story short, I mean, this ordeal lasted about 3 to 4 hours, and when it all started, it was in the evening time, and by the time Alan and I got to the end of this trail, which I think the camera ends up dying on us before we get to the end of it, it's already getting dark. I turned the camera on. Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to get really worried.
I'm also wondering if they could buy us and go down. Wouldn't think they would have. Yeah. This is not good speed on 50. Get out closer. I think it gets a far. On the pitch and work. Thank you for treating me, brother. It's pretty tight. I did that one just last year. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That'd be fun here. I'll turn towards your side a little bit. Nice. Good. Get over there. Here. You're not using this beer, right? Yeah. Okay. Watch fingers. Get over there. Where? Yeah, pretty quick. Maybe they thought, you know what, this might be too hard to come back up on it. Maybe we'll try to go up a different trail. Possibly, yeah. If one of them got hurt or in trouble, I think the other one would be back. Yeah.
They didn't run into a bear or something. Bear. I'm looking on the back tire on that. Good. It's a pretty straightforward trail. I don't know how you get turned around. It must have went really split or something. Man, it's gorgeous. By the time we get back, it's going to be dark. Yeah. By the time we get back, we don't see them between. By the time we get back to the truck, and we're going to start getting people in vehicles, heading to Del Norte, coming up on 14, stuff like that. You know? I'm hoping they're sitting back there waiting on us. When we get down here to the split, let's look at the map and see if there's a easier trail to get back to Billy Bird so we can gain some speed. Yeah. This will take a while. Yeah, we've got about, I don't even know if we've gone 2 miles. We figured it's probably a little over about 3.5, right? Yeah. Before we get a split. They go through this stuff a lot faster. It should have been, I mean, no longer than 30 minutes. That's why it's kind of worried. This will be kind of rough coming out. I think that's what we did. Man, I don't want to go back down that trail. Let's go a different way. But they have a map with them. How would they know what trail they're going? They're going to go around. Yeah. Maybe they saw a sign. You know? 45 we'll see what they saw, you know. Well, about 3 miles away. Shady Creek Trail 898 shows 4. Man, look at that stuff right there. So here's a split. So that's 846. We could take that back. Remember? That was a bigger trail, wasn't it? That's 898. So they would have continued that way. Unless they decided to look back. We would have seen them by then. Yeah. That looks pretty
gnarly back that way.
Down that way?
Yeah, I mean, we can probably do it.
What is that again? What number?
846.
Okay, yeah, so that's the one. That's this one. That's
So
that
that's
looks like a little more direct route than what we just did. So
going back.
how the heck did we come to it though? Just don't show those two matching up. Yeah.
So this is where we started.
Yep.
We went to 846 right here this way.
No, we're on 898, right? And that's 846. We sent them down the first one. Remember it wasn't.
Oh
the
yeah,
one?
that's right. Yeah, we
so
sent them
I know, I
898.
keep doing the same thing. So
Yeah, so
these
yeah,
two
we're-
don't even show like they match up.
So it continues down that way.
Oh, do you think we've done all that? And maybe we're.
I think we're right here to this point. Is what I'm thinking.
We're 846 is so it makes sense to me. How could we have a sign for 846? There's no way we were on 14 yet.
No, there's no way.
And we would have seen 345. I don't understand. This map's a little screwy. I was following it until that, but I don't see them
Well,
connecting to each other.
898 continues that way.
Let's think let's go that hill. So,
Well, let me get you closer. Might be able to see it. Also, think about coming back. Okay, let's do it. They didn't really know a number on the trail, so
No.
I'm not sure if they would have went this way or that way. But it looks like this would be the main trail, you know.
Yep.
If you were to pick between the two. I think we should continue on or head back and see if we see them. I kind of want to go all the way to 14, or you know where it splits. I don't see the dirt bike tracks. Yeah, I do see some. So that we know it's not this way. No, it was walking home. Still the last 2 hours. I see dirt bike tracks. We know he's gone this far. It's hard to tell the direction it's red and steep. You know, it's not staggered. Yeah, I see these tracks. I mean, even if they couldn't break these, this still would be back. If they came back from the trail, this is like, now they just get by it. I turned around and see that's all I'm thinking. Yeah, man, that's loose dirt right there.
Okay, so here's I see dirt bike tracks right in the middle. Okay, and I see four-wheel tracks. That looks like a marathon track too, right there. Off to the side. Ooh. Got it all. Get there. Nice, expensive car here. Well, I think if they ended up getting back to where we were at, where we split off, and they didn't see us and they sat there for a while, I think they would go back to the truck and then they would wait there. I think once we get over here, we'll try to find a quicker way back, easier way back. See if they're there, and head to the truck. I'll probably send you something. Big clearing coming up. Probably see what they're going to need. Yep. So you can see yeah. Motorcycle tracks right there. Something there. Ooh. Pretty sizable screen. That's right. 3.5. where maybe that's what they did. You know, I don't think it was 345. You're going to saw that like that. See that? Just walk back this way. We've got 4 miles, right? 4 miles. Goes back that way and this way. They probably went straight.
Yeah, I bet that takes you down the stream, huh?
Yeah. Well, whoa. That's pretty substantial. Do that on a motorcycle? Looks like it goes up too. I don't know if they've done that on the dirt bike, but what do you think? No idea, bro. Yeah. It's green all the way up. Is it really? We should be getting close to 345, huh?
Yeah, do you think maybe that turn back there we should have made?
I don't know.
Yeah, because this is going right into what God here.
Maybe they came here and saw this and then went back to that.
Yeah, you're not getting, I don't think you're getting through there.
I could pull forward, back up to that,
Okay.
to come this way.
Yeah, let's do that, I think.
Okay, let me put it.
I don't think going down that's a good idea for us.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's not a dead end back there. Hopefully that's a trail and this is a dead end.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's such a established trail right here.
Yeah, it's definitely trail looking.
Hey,
It goes up a ways. Some pretty big rocks right here too. I just see nothing but stream. Straight back?
yeah, you're right there.
I was gonna back in there and pull out.
All right, are you at 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
am I looking?
You got a big rock on your driveway.
So at the end of the trail, we find this campsite, and we go to the very first campsite that we see. And some people came out and we're like, hey, did you see 2 orange dirt bikes? Like, yeah, they're looking for you. A buddy of mine on a flatbed truck loaded their bikes and taking them back to the trailhead where y'all started off at, where we unloaded from the truck at, which is pretty much near the highway, pretty close to South Fork. So, so we're like, okay, well, we got that figured out. We know they're safe. They probably already made contact with base camp. And at this time, we don't have any cell phone service on our phones. So we have no way of telling them that, hey, we know you're okay and where you're at. So at this, you know, they still don't know that we know. So it's just kind of an ordeal there, everybody not knowing where everybody is. And so Al and I had a decision to make once we found that campsite there with those people that helped out Steve and Mr. Jackson. We go back the way we came on that trail, which was pretty treacherous, as you're going to see in the video. And basically we're going to be doing it in the dark. And it took about 2.5 hours to do this trail. Or we could take a longer way, so we'll be out in the, probably take about the same amount of time. It's just going to be easier and not as much stuff to watch out for, and plus it's going to be dark. And at this time I didn't have my new Squatch lights or zombie lights on this machine. I just had the stock lights on there, and they're fine for pointing yourself in the right direction or whatever, but as far as lighting up the path and seeing what's coming up ahead, sharp turns, yeah, it did not work out too good for that. But we made it. We all met up at the trailhead where we first unloaded the truck, and it sucks because this trail was gorgeous. I mean, I would have loved to not been stressed out worrying about these 2 guys on the bikes. You know, all the weird things going into my head, all the possibilities that could have happened to them. And I couldn't really enjoy where I was at in the scenery. I mean, I briefly like, man, this is gorgeous. Man, this is nice. But I can't enjoy it, damn it, because we got to find these guys. All right, well, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. We got a lot of adventures in store. And it's all about Turquoise Rex, my 2023 Teryx4 SLE model. We're going to be doing our own maintenance. We're going to try to do everything we can that needs to be done to this machine ourselves.
No, I don't want to roll back down.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, how's the one way to get up here?
Just go.
Just go for it.
Just go for it.
Send it.
Send it.
Send it, that's it, send it.
Yeah. That's the only way it's going.